Hey everybody, we're the Ohio guys. We're at Anime Boston, and I'm guest speaker from Chicago, Ansel Young, and today I have with me the lovely Cherami Leigh.
Hello.
How are you doing today, Cherami?
I'm good. It's good to see you guys again.
Thanks.
I love the shirt, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
It's amazing.
And so we have a couple fan questions for you this time. One, Lindsay would like to know what it is like playing Lucy from Fairy Tale.
It's so great because it's such a huge show with so many episodes. That's the only time I get to be magical. So that's really cool. And just the fan support is fantastic. The show kind of took off, and it's a huge responsibility. I think that we all feel being in the cast because we want to do right by the show and do right by the fans. But it's so rewarding when they just keep sharing their support with us, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm happy it got continued because
Yes,
I know Todd said
me
the tattoo
too.
thing
And
too.
he did.
Yep.
He got his
Saw it on
tattoo,
Facebook.
which I watched the video today, and I love Todd Habercorn. It's so funny.
And another fan question for you here. Iron Hank wants to know what it was like working on Shakugan no Shan.
That show was a lot of pressure that I felt just because it had been done, the first season had already been dubbed, and the show was huge. So I felt an immense amount of pressure to not only do justice to the show and do justice to the Japanese, but also do right by the fans and do the best adaptation and remain true to what Tabitha had already laid down for the show, while still, I'm not Tabitha, I can't do what Tabitha did, but I loved what she did on the show, and so it was kind of like taking what Tabitha did and how I was able to make it true for myself while still creating an honest character. So I'm happy with the way it turned out, and I've gotten a lot of positive comments from the fans, which means so much because I was a fan of that show going into it, which made it that much sweeter when I got to work on the show. So it was so much pressure, but so exciting. And then once it was out and people were like, "Oh no, we like it," I'm like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." And they premiered it actually in Canada, which I thought was very, very brave of Funimation. And the response from the Canadian fans at the convention was overwhelming, which was very comforting. So, yeah, no, that's a good show. I love it.
Yeah, I saw that show too. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed
It's
both
so fun.
versions of it.
She has a crazy arc. She gets to go from, like, totally do the full pendulum swing.
Yeah. Okay. Considering since it started airing on Toonami, what was it like working on Soul Eater?
That was so much fun. She's just a wacky, free character who has no filter, and it's kind of just nice to get to go into the booth, and the director lets me be free and lets me sing in the booth and make animal noises, and that's okay, and giggle uncontrollably. I mean, with her, what better is it to try to, like, crack people up and joke around with the entire cast? She's not serious at all, which is kind of a good change compared to some of the other ones. And since it's been airing on Toonami, I love that it's kind of expanding the fan base of anime a little bit. A lot of people have said, "Oh, I watched Soul Eater, and now I'm going to go check out this show and this show and this show." Yeah. So I love that Toonami is able to do that and kind of bring the anime genre and all of the sub-genres to people that might have been hesitant otherwise.
Right. And what was it like working on Strike Witches?
A lot of people are like, "Does it bother you that they have no pants?" It's kind of weird that they have no pants, but all of the historical elements of, the World War II pilots and the flags on the striker units and all of that, that's really cool, and it's very clever, and I love World War II. It fascinates me. So all of that kind of, like, bonus tidbit information with all the pilots and stuff was very awesome. And she has so much integrity and wants to do everything right that it's hard not to fall in love with her. So it was a good time to get to work on that. And I'm not going to be able to fly any other time. I might as well. And they can't wear pants because it gets caught in the striker unit. It makes perfect sense.
Right, they have a reason for it.
I understand. If you can justify it and it's not just gratuitous, okay, I support it.
Okay. And is there anything coming out that you can talk about right now?
Yes, actually at Anime Boston, I am promoting Sword Art Online. And actually they just announced in the panel today that it will also be airing on Toonami. in August. And I think they're starting the DVD release of the show. I think they said in August. I don't know. But yes, I'm working on that show, which is so cool because that's also a huge show with a lot of crazy character arcs. That show, I said, sucks you in. I watched like 10 episodes in a matter of 2 days, and then I forgot what was reality and what was my own life. And then some things happen in the show that I'm not going to spoil people about, but let's just say my world was rocked, then it was unrocked, and then it was rocked again. It's a good show. You have to watch it. It's confusing, and I can't give anything away. But it's a good show. Watch it.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
And now another series you've worked on, Bamboo Blade.
Yes.
What was it like working on that?
She's so cute. I was actually working on that while I was working on Strike Witches, and then another show I can't remember at the time that my voice had to be lower, and I was working so much that I lost my voice at one point because of all that high-pitched screaming. And it was just overworked because I was using all aspects of my voice. And yeah, it took a while for it to come back, but once it came back, I was so excited because I was working on Yoshika and Tamaki. So there are a lot of good outtakes when my voice is squeaking because it's not there yet, that I would love to have that as a ringtone for me, just my crazy squeaky outtakes while my voice wasn't up to par. She's another one that has an immense amount of integrity and is super talented and is super badass without trying. She just is. And I recently acquired a sword, so I'm gonna have to take classes, and maybe one day I can be as cool as Tamaki. I doubt it, but maybe one day. Years on down the line.
And lastly, just in case if people haven't caught our other video of our interview with you,
yes.
Do you have any fan pages on Facebook or Twitter or any other social media?
I do. There is a fantastic fan page of the most wonderful, lovely human beings on the Epic Nights of Cherami Leigh. They're super dedicated and wonderful, and I love them so, so much. I also have a Twitter. It's at Cherami Leigh. And then my personal Facebook page is also Cherami Leigh. So you can search for me, and I'm there.
And so that's it for today, you guys. I'm Ansel Young. She's Cherami Leigh.
I am.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.